Hi, this is Summer with Summer's Tips and Stitches, and I am super excited. So I just went shopping at a local yarn shop. Well, sort of local. It's like 15-20 minutes away. But for those of you in a big city, that's local. It's in Neenah. It's called Fibre. I'll put a link in the description to different ways you can reach Fibre. I mean, obviously, if you live in Wisconsin, you could probably drive there. But, you know, with COVID these days and people doing more shipping and packaging, whatever, I could put links in the description or to her Facebook or store, and you could still buy stuff from her if you wanted to, if you don't have a local yarn shop, because she ships. But anyway, I wanted to show you what I bought. So I have been obsessed with Outlander. And I know I've mentioned it a few times, like, that I was watching Outlander while making something. So the thing that I love about Outlander, besides the fact that I was a history major in college, and it's in the past. So the main character, and I hate to shock anybody who hasn't seen or heard of it, she ends up time traveling. Now, it is not weird time traveling where you're like, ooh, this is so unrealistic. And she goes to Scotland in like the 1700s. And so the thing that's so amazing is they have a lot of knit wear, which you could crochet. So it's amazing for me because I love the storyline. I love history. I love that it's taken place in the past. And I also love all the stuff that Claire wears. The season 2, I believe, takes place in France. I don't really care about that season as much. But season 3 and 4, especially 4, takes place in the United States or the colonies, you know, ships, traveling on the ships and whatnot. So I just love it. Anyway, so to say, I went to her shop because I wanted to see if she could order me some DK Bramble, King Cole Bramble. And luckily, Tori, the owner of the shop, she was just going to put a Bramble order in, or a King Cole order in. So she ordered me up some of this. Now, this yarn I got in a Crochet Society box and was having a very difficult time going online to try to find it. So she's going to order me up some. And, yeah, 2 different colorways. I'm getting the mixed berry and then more of this grouse. So that's why I went to her shop. But while I was there, let me put that back, I saw on her table these books. You guys, I went hog wild and bought everything that she was there. Now, I've seen these books both on Amazon, so I'll put a link in the description below to where you can purchase these books if you want to from Amazon, or if you have a local yarn shop, or if you wanted to try to get a hold of Tori, you can get these. Now, this is called Highland Knits. This is knitwear that has been inspired by Outlander. So I'll just show you a couple of my real favorite things that I really am excited about that I wanted out of here. And then I'll show you what I'm going to make. Now, this Claire wears a lot of these like arm warmers. There's no fingers or thumb. She wears a lot of these. And so they have a couple different patterns. That's the Herb Garden Gauntlets. And then they have, that's what I'm going to make. They have the Healer's Hand Gauntlets, which you can't really see in this because of the glare and how dark the pictures are. But they have more of those. And so I want to make those, but they're knit and it does look tricky. They have some boot cuffs in here. This is a cute shrug, which I saw a crochet pattern. Jenny wears that in end of season 1, beginning of season 2. Jenny is Jamie's sister. She wears that. So there are some really cute things in here. And then the thing I really love, which I will never be able to make, is this. It's like a cape, a little mini cape, but it kind of has like a turtleneck look to it. Brianna wears it in season 4, and hers is kind of like this bluish. It looks like it's Malabrigo yarn. It's so beautiful. So I bought this book. So these patterns were created by other people to look similar to the items that were worn in Outlander, okay? This book costs $22.99. Here's a little picture of the back. I'll put a link in the description to where you can buy this book on Amazon if you're interested. Now, the thing that I want to make is this. Now, I'm not making it in these colors. This pattern is very similar to the one that I am going to make. Now, there's a second book I bought. Now, I merely bought this book because I am a fan, and there's pictures of Outlander people in it. But this is the same shawl, but in the true colors that she wears in the book, in the movie, versus what she wears in what they have in here. They have it in different colors. This is actually Claire, and this is the one she wears. So I'm very excited about this. And now I'm going to show you the pictures. Look how beautiful the inside of this pattern book is. Now, I was looking at that pattern, and that's what I bought the yarn for. It is so incredibly hard. I don't know what I'm going to do. So here is one of the shawls that they have. Here is another vest. I believe this is one of the characters' husbands from the future. Here's Claire wearing another one. And some gauntlets, I guess that's what they're calling it. Let's see here. There's a cute Capulet thing there too. A cape. Claire wears it. I'll show you. Here's the one that Claire's wearing. And then this is what they designed for it. They show you what the what she wore in the past. And then they show you how you can make it look for today. So here is the shawl that I'm going to make, but different colors. And then here's Claire wearing it here. The thing that's crazy about this is what they want you to do is when you're knitting your rows, you're going to start and use a little bit from this color, then the second color, and then your main color. And they have this technique that's called intarsia. I can't even say it. But I really wanted to make it. Here's cute Mrs. Fitzgibbons wearing her little mitts. I wanted to show you one more pattern that I really love. So anyway, I'll put a link in the description to this book also. So if you happen to be a knitter, here is a cowl that Claire is wearing. So there's Claire wearing it. And then they designed it and with a different, I think this looks like scarfy yarn, to be honest. And this is it looking more modern. You guys, I just had amazing time buying this stuff. I'm obsessed with the show. Like I said, because I love the history. I was seeing if I could find you another picture that I wanted you. Here's the good/bad guy wearing a sweater vest. And then they have the sweater vest right there. Yeah, it's just amazing. Look at that picture. Claire and Jamie. Oh. So if you're interested, seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4 on Netflix. You can pay for stars, whatever that is. I haven't quite figured out how to get that. And you can watch season 5. I don't know when season 6 is going to come out. Here's Claire looking cute in one of her sweater vests there. So, these are the books I bought. This book here was $24.99. I spent $50 on pattern books. Now, this is the yarn I bought. I bought the yarn in these 3 colors. I figured out they wanted it to be made in alpaca. And you know how I feel about that if you're one of my normal watchers. You know I'm not a fan of the alpaca. So I bought Homestead Plymouth yarn right here. That's what the labeling looks like. This is a wool. It's made in Peru, 100% wool. And then there's 191 yards. So to make that shawl knitted, I needed 3 of these. This is going to be the main color. Then one of the stripes is black. And so I bought one of these. And again, it's the same yarn. And then one stripe green. Now, it's as close to what I could do to this, because she did not have this exact color. But, I mean, it's the best I can do. I think that's pretty close to being... Now, as you're like, Summer, those aren't your colors at all. I know they're horrible, aren't they? But it's so much like Claire's that I was like, man, I want to have this. Oh, so all of this. Oh, and then I bought a set of knitting needles because I need a really long circular to make it. All of this costs me $120. What? Yeah, these were $50 for the 2 books. These knitting needles were $13. And then I want to say this yarn, I don't have a receipt. She emailed it to me. I want to say this yarn was $8.90 a skein. So 9 times 5, $45. Which, okay, so yeah, it kind of sucks. I mean, that is a lot. That's a lot more than if you bought this like with, you know, Karen with what's the word? Red Heart, right? I get that. But Tori is a super sweet gal. I've met her a couple times, and every time I go there, she remembers who I am. She's referenced my YouTube channel to customers before. And actually, when I went to that, before COVID, when I went to that yarn, I want to call it like Yarnapalooza, but that's not what it was. It was a big thing in Chicago, like a big auditorium, and you went in there and all those yarn people were, like a yarn convention or whatever. She was there. We actually rode a tour bus together, but at the time, I didn't know that she was in the back of the bus and I was in the middle of the bus. So we chatted when we had lunch, and then whatever. We chatted on the way back because she's only 20 minutes away. But anyway, she's super sweet. So making a nice $100 purchase from her store, to me, I mean, that's what's going to get us through this economy, right? These, and if I can use, you know, a little bit of my YouTube money to do this, I will. And then, of course, I left it in the car, you guys. Don't worry, I'm going to make another video. I'll make a yarn chat, and I will show you. I'll put this one out first. She gave me these cute little buttons to do for a giveaway. So I'll include one, because remember, if you go back to my shout-outs video, shout-outs for Brenda and Jeanette, March 10th, coming up, the giveaway for this ends. I'll put one of those buttons in with here, too. But she gave me these cute, I love knitting, I love crochet buttons. So that was thoughtful of her. She's like, here, do you do giveaways on your channel? Here's some buttons. I was like, aw, thank you. So that is my exciting purchase. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to knit this until at least spring break, where I can have a few days to sit and figure it out because of the technique. Now, they did say I could carry the yarn through and knit over it and then change colors, or I could do this like technique where I leave that yarn hang there and then come back for it. You know, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Because I want to have a shawl just like Claire's. So the links in the description will be to Tori's shop, Fibre, F-I-B-R-E. There will be links in the description to Amazon to where you can purchase those books if you want. And yeah, I think that's that. That is what I did this beautiful Saturday morning. Now I'm going to go back upstairs and watch probably some more Outlander and finish working on a hat. Okay, thanks for watching and subscribing. Thanks for liking and sharing my videos. Until the next video, happy crafting. Bye.